Hey everybody, it's Barry Kleiman back here now with LinkedIn's third most asked interview question. You knew from the last one that this was coming. I'm a little bit surprised, I must admit, that this one is actually asked almost or half a million time half a million times less than greatest strength, and that is, what is your greatest weakness? In many ways, I think maybe people would have more trouble answering this, but in either case, that's what LinkedIn stats tell us. So, you know what I'm going to say? I would say to you, what is your greatest weakness? Think about it. How would you talk about it? I'll be really forthcoming here and tell you what I would say and just straight out. And I would answer that question the same all the time unless otherwise guided. I would again say, are you talking about experientially? Are you talking about personality wise, um, subject in school, or just overarching? Again, try to get it quantified. Um, at some point, the interviewer is either going to love that you quantify this or catch on and say, I know what you're going to say, so tell me about your greatest in this. In other words, you'll start to turn it into a conversation. This is a good thing. This is a good thing, particularly for the people with whom you want to work and in the culture that you want to work. Okay. Culture is everything. As I like to say, you can't grow roses in a desert. I mean, you can, but you really have to mess with the soil. Culture matters. So you're trying to define that along the way. Anyway, so you're doing this by creating dialogue whenever possible. Somebody said to me, Barry, what's just your greatest overall weakness? I mean, I know what it is. It's embarrassing, whatever to say, but I'm vain. Um, it is a weakness because you shouldn't worry about such things. But, here at the ripe old age of 70, I'm still vain. I had Bell's palsy when I was 5 years old. My right side of my face here droops a little bit, and gravity catches up. It's gotten worse, I would say, over time. Um, I probably spent too much time thinking about it. But that's the truth. I'm sorry to hesitate. I was looking at a timer here on the screen. So that is the truth. And again, am I proud of it? No. Is it honest? 100%. As you go through the process of interviewing, again, it's a little bit like dating. You're going to hear me always say, in many ways, you're always interviewing. In in my book here, How the Truth Will Set You and Your Career Free, I tell a story about it's a true story. It's written up in a London newspaper, in English, newspaper from England. Not sure if it was London, where two people bumped heads or tripped over somebody or something on a train on the tube in London, and the person who tripped um, wound up just cursing the guy out who he thought tripped him. Called him every name under the sun, and a lot of them. Probably wouldn't say them too often in an interview, but he ripped them. F bombs everywhere and so forth and so on, and it was kind of pretty ugly row. They parted without blows. Nobody hit anybody, but as it turned out, they both got off at the same stop, and one went one way, one went the other, and then about 45 minutes later, the guy who was cursing out the other dude walked into the interview, and the person who was interviewing him, the interviewer, who worked at the company, was the guy who he cursed out. Awkward. You're always interviewing. Be a good person. I mean, do the right thing. Hold doors. Be authentic. It permeates. I'm being authentic with you. I'm not proud, vanity, but it is the truth. If you use the truth, it's kind of hard to lose. Okay, that's my answer for this one. I hope you're doing well, and we'll catch you with the next question. Only 1.4 million people asked this one.